My name's Jason Penninger. I'm the Vice President Controller at the Boys and Girls Club of America. I've been with the organization for 5 years. As a not-for-profit, the Boys and Girls Club of America is a 501c3. We've been around for 163 years. The nature of our business is abnormal from what I had experienced in the past for-profits. Our cash inflow is highly dependent on our donors, which can be, volatile throughout the year. It's not a set amount every week, as you can imagine. So partnering with Corpay, leveraging credit cards is a great way to be responsive to our vendors, but also give our organization some relief from a timing perspective. So that flexibility really allows us to partner with our donors and address and manage through some of the volatility that we experience. The incremental rebates that we have earned over the last 5 years is incremental to our organization, and as a charity, a public charity, that is like gold for us, and we can use that to support our mission, help youth across the country. At the Boys and Girls Club of America, we really, over time, have deployed many solutions from Corpay. The first was our Ghost Card program, which we use for our large ticket purchases. Then we also added virtual cards, which is a really highly efficient method to pay vendors, reoccurring vendors with virtual credit cards through email. And then lastly, we have transitioned all our ACH payments and check disbursements for over 40 organizations where we serve as fiscal agent over time, progressively over the last 5 years. One of the primary reasons we moved our ACH and check disbursements was a fraud attack over 4 years ago. Vendors are responsible for providing their banking information, so no one in our organization assumes the risk of that banking information. So Corpay providing that partnership, that closed loop process for cash disbursements, ACH, checks, it's been really strengthened our overall internal controls and our treasury management. The complete solution with Corpay, which includes Ghost Cards, virtual cards, ACH, and checks. From where we were 5 years ago when I joined, we had a team of 4 accounting professionals that would spend 3 days a week paying the bills. We have 3 pay runs a week. So you think about 4 staff spending 3 days a week, that's all they did just to pay. We've been able to pivot, and we now have 2 payment runs a week, spend probably 30 minutes a week versus the resources. So that's allowed us really to repurpose that time, leveraging that automation to really free up our staff to do more value-added activities and analysis, support other areas of our business that we couldn't have in the past due to just being constrained we were mailing paper checks, just a highly, just not the level of automation that we would desire there. The 40 organizations we manage represents over 25 different banks. So before the Corpay solution, we were having to coordinate with each bank, load ACH files into each individual bank. Now our holistic solution pushes those files on our behalf. That's a tremendous efficiency gain for us. And also, if you go back before the Corpay transition, we were printing a lot of checks. I would say checks today for us is 1% of our cash disbursements. Everything else is credit cards or ACH. So that represents not just an efficiency gain for our staff, but efficiency gain just in our fiscal operations there. Corpay, cumulative over the last 5 years, we have earned $600,000-700,000 in rebates, straight to the bottom line. And as a not-for-profit, it's hard to find $600,000-700,000 here and there. To do that by just engaging with Corpay and leveraging credit cards is a slam dunk for us. This is totally new for us. It wasn't done historically, but it is straight. Every dollar, just goes straight to our mission, and it's had an incredible impact. Yeah, for me, if I think about how do I and my team and our organization get smarter from a fiscal, treasury, accounting perspective, I think it's we've made some great innovation the last 5 years, but it's really looking on the horizon. What's the next technology? Yes, we've done a great job leading through this transformation the last 5 years, but I'm keenly interested in, you think about how do we get smarter. It's looking 5, 10, 15 years out. What's that emerging technology? How do we get on the front end? Because if you look where we've been, adopting credit card programs, migrating away from check disbursements, that could have been done 10 years ago in reality. So really being on the forefront of these developments, not just from efficiency, leveraging rebates with credit card, et cetera, but I think always keenly interested in security, fraud prevention, and that really is critical to us as a not-for-profit. We cannot allow to have $1 taken from our organization from fraudsters. So continue to bolster that fraud prevention. I think that's how we get smarter, along with leading the way with new technology.